my name is Kendall Johnson. Me, Kaylani Kimmy, Kelly Rosie will all be presenting a real-life COVID-19 case study involving television personality Sharon Osbourne. We'll go over her symptoms, the background she experienced, her diagnosis, and treatment. Most importantly, how COVID-19 affected her body. Before we talk about her case, we'll briefly review the history and impact of COVID-19. First, the history of COVID-19. COVID-19 is caused by a virus called SARS-CoV-2. This virus was first identified in Wuhan, China in the late 2019. It's part of a large family of viruses known as coronavirus, which can affect both animals and humans. When SARS-CoV-2 emerged, it spread very quickly because it was a brand new virus to the human population, meaning nobody had natural immunity to it. Transmission of the virus is another important part of understanding this disease. COVID-19 spreads mainly through respiratory droplets and aerosols. These are tiny particles released when an infected person breathes, talks, coughs, or sneezes. The virus can also spread by touching contaminated surfaces and then touching the face. Once the virus enters the body, it goes to the upper respiratory tract, including the nose, pharynx, and trachea, and begins to infect cells there. From there, it can move into the deeper in the lungs and cause more serious symptoms. Now, let's look at the global impact. By December 26, 2020, the world had already recorded over 79 million COVID-19 cases and nearly 1.8 million deaths. During just that 1 week alone, the world added another 4 million new cases. At the time, the estimated global death rate was around 2.2%, which showed how dangerous and unpredictable the virus could be, especially before the vaccines 1 and 2 and better treatment were widely available for our services.
Hi, my name is Kaylani Kamalo, and today I will be going over the case profile on Sharon Osbourne. Age 68, her gender is a female. Her social status, she's a TV talk host for The Talk. She's married to Ozzy Osbourne. Her work environment requires ongoing human contact during pandemic precautions. So even while we were locked down, she still had to come to work. She still had to see people, so that exposed her. Social practices and environment will be her social interaction. Sharon has a lot of social interaction. She's on a talk show, which exposes her to crew, producers, and also guests all day while still having to go home to her husband and make time fillers for her day. She still has to be productive. She's still a regular person. Her work environment, she's in television studios. There are shared indoor spaces, which increases the transmission risk. So because they're so small, a cough or a sneeze from 2-3 people can give the whole place a virus. Medical history, Sharon is a colon cancer survivor. Although she didn't have multiple ongoing conditions, her age alone placed her at higher risk because of reduced lung elasticity, slower molecular clearance, decreased immune response. Her clinical presentation on December 15, 2020, Sharon Osbourne went to the doctor after noticing several troubling symptoms. She was dealing with persistent headaches, extreme fatigue, dizziness, and body aches. She also suddenly lost her sense of taste and smell and experienced eye pain and nausea, all of which came over in just a few days. These were classic signs of COVID-19 at the time. Her loss of smell was linked to olfactory system and cranial nerve 1, while the loss of taste involves cranial nerve. 1, 2, and 3, the body aches and fatigue were likely caused by inflammation affecting her muscles and energy production in her cells. Eye pain suggested irritation of the optic nerve or the tissues around the eye, and nausea related to the virus. Interacting with ACE2 receptors in her digestive system, taken together, these systems confirmed her COVID-19 diagnosis. The diagnosis procedures. After Sharon tested positive for her PCR test, confirmed she had an active COVID-19 infection. Because of her symptoms and her age, doctors admitted her for a short-term monitoring just to be safe. While she was there, the medical team listened to her lungs for any abnormal sounds, kept a close eye on her oxygen saturation, kept a close monitor of her heart and breathing. They also ran a chest x-ray to make sure she wasn't developing pneumonia. I hope this really helped y'all, and again, I'm Kim.
I'll be talking about the diagnostic portion and the treatment and management portion of our COVID-19 case study. So after Sharon tested positive, her PCR test did in fact come back, confirmed that she had an active case of COVID-19. And because of her age and her symptoms, Sharon was admitted into the hospital for short-term monitoring. While Sharon was in the hospital, her medical team listened to her heart, her lungs, and made sure that there were no abnormal sounds. Her oxygen saturation and breathing were also kept an eye on. They also ran a chest x-ray to be sure that Sharon wasn't developing any case of pneumonia. As far as treatment and management, Sharon's treatment was more focused on supportive care since her case never fully progressed into any severe lung involvement. After she was discharged, she was isolated at home and followed basic but essential measures like rest, hydration, and keeping a track of her symptoms. Because of her lungs staying clear, her oxygen levels remained stable and she didn't need a ventilator, steroids, or any more aggressive interventions. Sharon's recovery was slightly faster because the infection never reached her lower respiratory tract, meaning the alveoli was responsible for the gas exchange was never really inflamed or damaged. So without that involvement, there was no scarring or long-term effects. Her immune system did respond effectively because she didn't have any pre-existing lung conditions that would have slowed her healing. And over time, her symptoms did fade and her inflamed tissues recovered, and her olfactory neurons, which help with smell, essentially regenerated naturally on their own. Today, I'll be giving an overview of our COVID-19 case study. Which parts of the world had the highest numbers? Those will be America, Europe, Southeast Asia, Western Pacific, Eastern Mediterranean, and Africa. America's cases totaled in 193.4 million. Europe totaled in 281.1 million. Southeast Asia totaled in 61.3 million. Western Pacific totaled 208.6 million. Eastern Mediterranean totaled in 23.4 million, and Africa totaled in 9.6 million. While these reports changed over time, not all of the countries are reporting with the same frequency that can affect cases and death counts. Because of these reporting issues, a lot of experts use excess mortality, and excess mortality is how many more people die than expected, and they use mortality to estimate the real death toll that could be way much higher than confirmed COVID-19 deaths. Where can you get tested for COVID-19? Local health departments such as Harris County and Houston Health Department, pharmacies such as CVS, PCR and rapid test, community health clinics, at-home tests that you can order from covidtest.gov, mobile testing units, and urgent care centers. Pharmacies are the easiest and most common places you can get COVID vaccines at, such as CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, H-E-B, Kroger, and Rite Aid. You can book a doctor's appointment online or walk in depending the location. The health departments, local and county health departments, offer COVID shots for often free. Examples such as county public health centers, community vaccination clinics, and mobile vaccination units. You can find local sites on your city or county health website. At events such as pop-up clinics during high surge times, you may see school clinics, college campus clinics, city-sponsored vaccination events, and mobile vans. All you have to do is just bring an ID. Insurance or no insurance. With insurance, most places just bill your insurance, so that's no cost to you. But if you don't have insurance, health departments often give shots for free or at a very low cost. Our case profile, which was Sharon Osbourne. This slide is all about Sharon Osbourne's work in television and how she uses her platform. Sharon is a television personality, author, and music manager, so she's really multi-talented, and she's known for a few major shows such as The Osbourne, which is her reality show that ran from 2002 to 2005, and it basically followed her family and gave the world a look into their daily lives, which is basically reality TV before reality TV was huge. Then she became a judge on the X Factor UK during two periods, during 2004 and 2007, and then again from 2013 to 2017, which really cemented her reputation as a strong forward judge with a lot of music industry knowledge. She also co-hosted The Talk on CBS from 2010 to 2021, and this gave a huge platform to discuss not only entertainment but real life issues. Sharon is also an advocate for health awareness. She shared her personal stories about her battles with cancer and her most recent Covid-19, which, because of her public influence, when she got COVID, it actually raised awareness among older adults, so the risk and the importance of prevention and vaccination. So Sharon isn't just a TV star. She uses her voice and her platform to influence and educate people about health issues as well.